Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books.
Everybody's talking about this Project Stargate, which is a new company by OpenAI, and they're building a massive infrastructure that's going to be here in America, and they're claiming that this is going to be huge. Take a look.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era, and as Masa said, for AGI to get built here, to create hundreds of thousands of jobs, to create a new industry centered here. We wouldn't be able to do this without you, Mr. President, and I'm thrilled that we get to. I think it'll be an exciting project. I think we'll be able to do all of the wonderful things that these guys talked about. But the fact that we get to do this in the United States is, I think, wonderful. So thank you very much. I believe that as this technology progresses, we will see diseases get cured at an unprecedented rate. We will be amazed at how quickly we're curing this cancer and that one and heart disease, and what this will do for the ability to deliver very high quality healthcare, the costs, but really to cure the diseases at a rapid rate, I think will be among the most important things.
The first data centers are actually under construction in Texas already, and we'll be turning them over to Sam to start training their next model. The data center we already built, it was the largest computer ever built. The data center we're building will surpass it and be the largest computer ever built, which enables this AI, which will allow personalized medicine. This is going to touch all of us. Yes, it takes a huge investment, but the result of the investment will be vaccines that prevent cancers, personalized medicine, where we never again run into a problem like COVID-19 before, because we get an early warning. We know when COVID starts, when there are a handful of patients, rather than having to wait until it's become an epidemic and very difficult to control. This is a very large investment that affects all of humanity.
As you see there, Larry was saying that they think that this will be used for, well, really good health benefits, where they'll use AI to coordinate health medical records from across the globe so that it'll be better treatment for things like cancer, which is pretty interesting to say. But I wonder everything. If you saw my last video about Brad Pitt being used as a deep fake to scam a woman out of $800,000, and this is the government now, so I'm not sure how much we can trust them. This is OpenAI, these are private investors. I wonder how much could we really trust them to do good with this type of investment, especially if they're talking about medical records. It could be a different type of HIPAA violations or HIPAA requirements that they have to fulfill to even get a lot of that information. And what happens if they build the infrastructure and they choose to, well, switch their focus to something else? What happens if there's a new government or a new regime, new CEO, or just a new vision in general that happens? And so right now it seems pretty good. As I said, that Stargate project is a new company which intends to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years, building new AI infrastructure for OpenAI in the United States. We will begin deploying $100 billion immediately. This infrastructure will secure American leadership in AI, create hundreds of thousands of American jobs, and generate massive economic benefit for the entire world. This project will not only support the reindustrialization of the United States, but also provide a strategic capability to protect the national security of America and its allies. And so it's still in partnership with OpenAI, Oracle, MGX, SoftBank, and Microsoft. But let's really be real about a lot of these things. These are very, profit-driven, stakeholders, shareholders that they have return profit to. So, this seems like a lofty goal right now. It's like they intend to make a profit turn every turn. And let's say the motives aren't way clear as far as what they want to do with it. Let's say with Larry, he had ideas of having a surveillance state. And what happens if they use this $100 million infrastructure or $500 billion infrastructure to surveil us? Take a look at what he said about, surveillance. That's kind of to think that, well, he thinks that if we have surveillance,
the police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars
The cars have cameras on them. I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. So if that altercation that occurred in Memphis, the chief of police would be immediately notified. It's not people that are looking at those cameras, it's AI that's looking at the camera. No, you can't do this. It would be like a shooting. That's going to be an event that's immediately, an alarm is going to go off, it's going to be, and we're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised at all times. And the supervision will, and if there's a problem, AI will report the problem and report it to the appropriate person, whether it's the sheriff or the chief or whomever we need to take control of the situation. We have, same thing. We have drones. If there's something going on in a shopping center, and I'll stop. A drone goes out there, get there way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars. You just have a drone follow the car. I mean, it's very, very simple. And the new generation of autonomous drones.
Everywhere, that this would be great for all of us, and that, everybody would be on their best, everybody would be watching. Big Brother would be watching you. So to me, that's kind of scary, but a lot of people are like happy about this because maybe they'll be better and greater AIs, but it feels like AI can also be used to multiply one's power. And let's be real, like, what if there's a small of the world? Let's be real, like, there's a small percentage of the world that controls a lot of the, choices and decisions that we make. So 1% of the world, like the 1%ers, the super rich, could really use AI to control, more of the masses. I feel like we've seen, even with like Donald Trump coming in versus Biden versus Obama, how each coming in drastically changes the trajectory for good or bad reasons. I guess that's up to the people to decide which one is good or bad, but still drastic changes for sure from like president to president. So what happens is different CEOs, but you still have this massive infrastructure, massive weapon, you can even call it, that's there. You have it created, and now people are going to switch it from cancer research and health to what else, So I think that's kind of interesting to talk about, but I'm also curious to see like what they do with this. So in the next 4 years, I think the real play here is, I think over the next 4 years, we should definitely try to become as independent and understand AI to the fullest ourselves, so that we can adopt it in, so that we can maybe even counteract whatever they may have in store with maybe consumer grade or more publicly available AIs that we understand, and not just behind a paywall or some type of private company. Because we see here with R1 is open source, but OpenAI wanted to have, AI that's for the humans, but they don't even have any open source models. They haven't open sourced even their old models. So what is that to say how they feel and what they say line up to what they actually are going to do? So we'll see what the future holds, but tell me what you think down in the comments below. If you want to keep up with the latest and greatest AI news and tech, then you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dex9Dexter out.